Hey friends, Diane here. This example of the solar system and how wrong earlier humanity had the reality of it all is so very powerful, isn't it? Listen to the words of Mr. Lucado and take note how you feel about this. Lesser orbs, that's us. Appreciated, valued, loved dearly, but central, essential, pivotal? Nope, sorry. What does this do to our pride when we understand the truth of what he's saying here? It should crucify our flesh. It should humble us so we can receive the life God desires for us to have. It should cause us to run to God and desire to connect with Him 24/7. It should. Yeah, we are children, aren't we? We forget. And so God must allow things in our lives to remind us. Not because He's mad at us, but because He loves us too much not to remind us. He knows that we are still learning that true, fully satisfying life can only be found in the giver of life. God does not exist to make a big deal out of us. We exist to make a big deal out of Him. What a relief this should be to us, shouldn't it? I mean, if life revolves around me, then I have a whole lot of responsibility, don't I? And way too much more than I can handle for sure. But if God is at the center, if I exist to point to Him, to glorify Him by reflecting His immaculate nature, then I can relax and enjoy the ride. Mr. Lucado points us to the beauty of the moon, but reminds us that, by itself, it's only a clod of dirt. But when the moon simply does what it was created to do, to reflect the sun, it's inspirational, he says. We must make that shift too, my friends. Be the moon. It's okay. This is why we were made, to reflect the beauty and goodness of our Creator. Of course, the physical moon has no objection to its mission. He says the moon is at peace in her place, and because she is, soft light touches the earth. My friends, we should be shedding God's light upon this lost, confused, and dark world too. Again, I encourage us, be the moon. It is good to do what we were created to do. It leads us to the abundant life. We can sit here in this first chapter for days just to absorb what he is saying and allow that truth to penetrate our stubborn hearts. I love the story he gives about an orchestra. I can relate to the increased amount of peace we can have when we begin to grow spiritually, and I long for a further, more consistent Copernican shift so that I can see life differently. The gift of pleasures, the purpose of problems, all for him. So the big question then should be, how do we make this shift? Leave a comment below and we'll get to the answer tomorrow. Meanwhile, have a blessed Sun's Day. See you tomorrow.